Ruining your good time? What do you mean ruining your good time?
You're yelling and screaming at people in here.
What do you mean raining and screaming people in here?
You're yelling and screaming at Phil, you're yelling and screaming at Ramon, you're yelling and screaming at workers and union members. You're the one who's violating. You're threatening and intimidating
I'm
people.
not threatening and intimidating anybody. Oh, and pushing me to the ground is great. You think you have a right to push me to the ground?
Is that fell, bro?
I did not fall. You pushed me. I did not fall.
Everybody
How could I fall? Explain to me how I fell.
You
mean you're going to get people to lie? That's how unethical you people are. That you would claim that I just fell automatically. Why are you walking away? Are you afraid to have a discussion?
I'm not.
You are. You are afraid to have a discussion, aren't you? You know, why are you creating...
Reasonable people and you're unreasonable.
I see I'm unreasonable, so what are you pushing me to the ground like that? I mean, look at this on my knee. You just pushed me to the ground like that, and you're lying about it. You know when they're getting, when Park Patrol is getting here, ma'am? Okay. Vince LaUna, wow. And he wouldn't even have the courage to tell me what his name was. What a representation, man. What an impression that makes for 261 for the working people, be creating $11 jobs at the Arboretum. People that pay taxes are shut out. Their children come to visit from Oakland, they have to pay $7 to get in, but the society members are let in for free.
I'm a fifth generation San Franciscan.
You're a fifth generation San Franciscan, I see.
Been here all my life.
And do you know the history of the Arboretum? Are you aware why it was founded? Do you know who constructed the what? Who constructed the Arboretum?
Just why don't you just
who
tell
constructed
me?
it?
I don't answer questions that crazy people ask me.
Oh, I see. And you're not crazy pushing me to the ground. You have the right to push me to the ground.
You're crazy just falling to the ground.
Oh, I just fell to the ground because you pushed me.
It was like a punter who fell and someone got close.
Oh, you really believe that?
You're not going to be permitted to act nuts. You can advocate, you can request documents,
I'm not acting nuts.
You can send emails, but you're chewing people out. It's not professional, it's not nice, and that's why you don't get a positive response.
I see, and we got a responsive response before that by your union. Your union stood up for the rights of people to come in the Arboretum unrestricted.
My union has given up 4.4% of their salary, and they support smart revenue.
That's not smart revenue.
If you live in San Francisco, you don't have to pay. We won't support them.
Everyone that comes to visit me has to pay because they're not for San Francisco.
We pay the taxes.
Everyone in the state of California paid for those millions of dollars of pathways. Everyone in California is paying for that $7 million they're asking for the Arboretum.
For the Golden Gate Bridge too. Everyone paid for the Bay Bridge.
That's for maintenance.
Everyone paid for the streets.
And then why are the members...
Why am I being charged?
Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question then, please? Do you think it's fair that members of the Botanical Garden Society do not pay, will not be paying for this? Do you think that's fair?
That's not what we voted for.
Do you think that's fair?
That's not what we
What did you vote for? You didn't vote for it. You voted to give complete carte blanche to Phil Ginsburg negotiate a contract. Now, are you going to you're going to join me in doing something to make sure that everyone pays? Or are people that buy a membership in the Botanical Garden who live in Maria mansions going to be able to, who can afford to buy a membership with somebody from Oakland who can't?
If you have revenue generating ideas, and it's about making people pay, then how you doing, brother? Then we may support that.
I see. And do you support pushing people to the ground just because you disagree with their opinion? That gives you a right to... That's not being aggressive to get in somebody's face? That's not aggressive to get in somebody's face?
I don't support people yelling and screaming at other people because they don't get their way.
It's not about not getting your way. It's not even being consulted by anyone. Our neighborhood is not consulted by anyone.
Yeah, that's all you guys do is consult. I'm not going to allow you...
Who's you guys? Did you see a public meeting about this?
Society folks.
What society folks? I'm not in this.
Your effort, you and Dennis and all those.
I'm not affiliated with Dennis and Dennis.
I know, he told me.
There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that maybe you don't hear from that care about it too.
You have revenue ideas that are sensible.
I just asked you, in your opinion, do you think it is fair and equitable for people?
If you have revenue ideas that are sensible, we may support that.
Right. So, well, I'm asking you, how am I supposed to submit that if you refuse to meet with me? And if your response to me...
I told you I would meet with you.
Yeah, and I called you back and didn't respond.
Well, we had an appointment. Why is it? Do you think I'm not busy? Do you think I don't have full schedule?
Well, I have a full schedule too. And I'm not being paid to be a union representative. You're being paid a good salary to represent these guys, and it's not in their interest to be creating non-union jobs.
It's not in their interest.
And volunteer jobs. That's what you've done, though.
Well, wait a second. Where's the money?
The $11 an hour.
Where's the money? Where's the money?
Where's the money?
And if you look at Dennis, the email that I sent to Dennis, it says we do not support the 11.
I don't know. I didn't get an email from Dennis because Dennis doesn't send me emails, so I don't know what.
If you act and conduct yourself reasonably, people will respond.
Oh, I'm sorry, but coming and pushing me in the face and pushing me down on the ground, pushing me down on the ground. This is
not about today or anything that transpired. If you be more reasonable, you'll have more success.
I see. And can you suggest me how I would have success? See, you don't think it's bullying to go in with 20 laborers and T-shirts and do hurting?
Wait a second. How is that bullying?
Because these are people who can't take their time. Officer, can I speak with you, please?
No answer.
So anyway, that's why I suggested.
This gentleman just pushed me to the ground. It was very aggressive in my face. You just ask him to please apologize to me. I'm not going to file charges. I just like to have him apologize to me and say I was wrong to push you. I'm sorry I pushed you.
Why did he push you on the ground for?
He didn't like my opinions. He came up and was in my face and told me I have to get out of here and leave.
Okay, I know.
And this is a democracy. Last time I checked, not a fascist dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and these other guys are claiming that they're going to say that they didn't see anything happen. I mean, at least you should have the gentleman, you know, the integrity. He's representing his union. I think it's shameful for Union 261 to be represented by somebody who pushes people to the ground.
Yeah. So I mean,
is that too much? Can you please ask him?
Well, it's obvious that
he
doesn't seem to want to do that. Right?
Well, should I follow? Can I file any charges then for assault? I have a bruise on my leg here.
I mean, sure, you definitely could. You can, make a citizen's arrest.
Well, why don't you ask him, please, if he'll. Well, if I make a citizen's arrest, does that mean you arrest him for me?
Yeah, basically you have to. Call a unit, then you have to, sign a citizen's arrest card, and make a statement and do all that.
Just ask him to please apologize for being in my face and being rude, and then I'll leave. That's fine, okay? If you can just get him to do that, I won't have to do that. I really would rather not have to spend my time or do anything ridiculous or waste police time, because I think he's learned his lesson not to be in my face like that. I hope. I mean, it's a really bad local 261, Vince LaUna. He wouldn't give me his name. He just comes up to me and starts shouting at me when I was having a conversation with another person, not near the entrance to this place. I have a perfect right to be here as much as he has.
Okay.
So if you can just please talk to him for a second and see if he'll just come up to me and say I'm sorry, and I won't do that.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to have a Barack Obama, Professor Gates moment with him and talk to him sometime if you would like to do that.
Okay. So let me make a suggestion. Okay?
Yeah.
Right now it seems that, I don't know, I'm just looking from the outside, that you appear to be upset.
Yes.
He appears to be on his own, and I'll talk to him in a few minutes, right?
Right.
So, let me talk to him, just calm down and see where we're going to go, okay? So where did this occur at?
Right here in front, right by those steps. Right
by the curb there?
Right by the curb. As I was coming up here, he gets in my face. He gets in my face like this, and he tells me, that you are, that blah blah blah. You're not going to ruin this meeting. Blah 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 blah. Even though I had no intention of ruining the meeting. And I don't understand, why he should be threatening me in a public space, period, and calling me names and so forth. I feel it's, I just want him to apologize to me so I don't have to press file charges, and then we will be running the meeting. So all he needs to do is come up to me and say, look, I'm sorry for pushing you down, and treat me honestly, like that. That's all I'm asking for. It's not, a big deal, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't understand why he can't do that. These guys told me they're going to lie. They didn't see anything. You just fell. That's not true. I'm not asking you to press charges, but if I have to press charges, if he can't even say I'm sorry, he could even say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push you, or I may not have pushed you, or whatever. Make up some bullshit apology, but at least I get some kind of apology from me, at least for being in my face, which he clearly was. He doesn't have a right to be that in a public space, because I was not talking to him.
Okay. So, if I need to talk to him.
Okay, great.
Okay, but I need you not to be interrupting while I'm
Okay,
talking
fine,
to him.
that's fine.
Okay.
He didn't interrupt while I was talking to you.
All right. Okay.
But I do feel that this is, a public forum, and we don't have a democracy here, as it appears. That's the way it appears to me. We don't have a right to say anything.
It's a good spread.
Okay.
And this, is not appropriate behavior. I'm not inside the building. He is not a government official or police. He has no right to be touching me physically.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So let me talk to him.
Okay.
Okay. And just relax your perspective.
Okay.